So this is my project about the Bubonic Plague.
Don't put a hole in my screen.
I'm Michael. I'm sorry. So I'm here to describe what Bubonic Plague is. Bubonic Plague is also known as the Black Death, the Bubonic Plague, and Yersinia pestis. It's known because it killed 25 million people in the medieval ages in only 5 years, which at the time was a third of Europe. So that's how it got real famous. Italian writer Boccaccio said its victims ate lunch with their friends and dinner with their ancestors. As in, you know, if you knew anybody in the medieval ages, you'd get the plague from them and you'd die. So, it originally happened in the Middle East to the Mediterranean basis. And killed 50% of the population in these areas. The second time was the medieval time I was talking about, and the most recent pandemic of bubonic plague was in 1855 in China. And it's still kind of going on. Alright, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the medieval bubonic plague era. In the 1330s, it occurred in China. And since they were a big trading place, we all went over there to trade with them. And then we brought it back. And in no time, everybody started dying. Here's a map of how the plague got to Europe. I don't think it's pretty self-explanatory. This is how you get the disease. Rodents carry the disease, and then fleas get it from them, and we get it from fleas. And so you can get the plague from other plague victims, or sometimes by handling an infected animal, or getting bitten by one of those fleas with the bubonic plague. Your doctor will need to perform a physical exam. He's going to be looking for buboes. I'll talk about those in a second. He will recommend tests if he sees problems with the lymph nodes, which is physical through buboes. You can go to a laboratory for tests of the blood or sputum. This is kind of the life cycle of bubonic plague. So you can see, you know, wild rodents to fleas to us, to everybody else. The World Health Organization says that's how many people get plague every year. It's not really as big of a deal nowadays because we're a lot more sanitary. And if you know you have plague, you can get it. You can get it treated right away. In America, it usually only happens in northern New Mexico, Arizona, and southern Colorado. It's really very quite rare. Here's kind of where plague's going on, bubonic plague lately. These are the bubonic plague is the most common variety of its kind of disease. So of plague, bubonic is the most common. It is named after the buboes, which are swollen lymph nodes. That's what you can see physically in the people with bubonic plague. They're in the groin, armpit, or neck, and they're kind of like chicken egg size. So if you know that size, that's this size. Other symptoms can include onset fever, chills, headache, fatigue, or malaise, which is an overall just bad feeling, and muscle aches. It has been known for so many centuries, but until 1894, it was not known what the bacteria that was causing it, and a man from Switzerland named Alexander Yersin discovered it, and that's why it's called Yersinia pestis. Here's how it's got its name, the Black Death. As you can see, that color is black, and that happens to people who are suffering from bubonic plague. When you get bubonic plague, if you tell your doctor immediately, he can get you fixed up. Why people die is they don't know they have it, or they don't know it's plague, and they don't get the right medicine, and then they die. It only affects rodents. Please take it to the people, and then person to person is very rapid. Here's the flea that's engorged with blood, and it's got the Yersinia pestis. It's a primary vector. So this guy is what given away the Lately, what's been going on is identifying the genes in Yersinia pestis bacteria that infect the digestive tract of fleas, developing a plague vaccine, and studying the disease-causing proteins and genes of Yersinia pestis. Here's my more excited. And my picture said, oh, dang it.
Well done.